Mining cryptocurrency is the best way to earn passive income, not just in crypto, just period. And today we're going to be comparing the different ways you can mine cryptocurrency. Specifically, we're going to be contrasting cryptocurrency mining hardware. There's a lot of different options to get into this. There's a lot of different price points. If you watch this video, you may be able to avoid what we call the noob tax. Something I've paid many times, among others, and it's kind of just buying the wrong hardware, mining the wrong coin, or being late to the party, or sometimes people have bought mining rigs for cryptocurrency that doesn't plan to be mined forever, and they never even made their money back. My name is Vosk, you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to make your money back and more. Let's dig into it. Once upon a time, it was one CPU, one vote, mine Bitcoin with your computer, right? Or really anything with a CPU in it, but really it was always ending up as a computer. Then it became an arms race and more powerful hardware specialized in Bitcoin mining appeared. So to jump straight to Bitcoin, about $10 million a day is mined in Bitcoin. So a new $10 million generated in BTC. You want a piece of that? Well, you'll need a Bitcoin mining rig. Specifically an ASIC, an application-specific integrated circuit miner. ASIC miners are custom computers and each one mines a specific mining algorithm. Like for example, a Bitcoin miner mines SHA-256. There's other cryptocurrencies that have mining algorithms like EagleSong and Blake2S and many others. We'll talk about them. But the point is, this is purpose-built hardware. To give it to you straight, these ASIC companies really aren't all that great. They're kind of crappy companies. But they're better than they used to be, and there's more options than there used to be. We're still waiting on someone like Samsung, Intel, Nvidia, AMD to jump into it, but yeah, though we're still waiting. There's been Intel ASIC rumors for like 5 years now, but anyway, the pros with ASIC miners is this is what they do. They're normally the most powerful, the most efficient, and the summary is if an ASIC miner pops up for a specific cryptocurrency, that's it, right? It's more powerful than multi-purpose hardware like a graphics card or something else. That's it. So at that point, it's just an ASIC miner will be mining that cryptocurrency. For example, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Kadena, Nervos Network, CKB, among many other cryptocurrencies. And once they transition to ASIC mining, it's just a matter of who's going to make the best ASIC miner, and that'll be the one to buy. We've got some beginner videos on ASIC miners, how to set one up, an electricity guide to do this stuff safely and efficiently in your home and all that. But here's the TLDR summary. ASIC miners are easy to use. They're pretty much literally plug and play. They can be loud, they can be power hungry. Make sure you know what kind you're getting into. There's a lot of mini ASIC miners, or smaller ones, or quieter ones, more efficient ones, or less power intense ones. Would be easily deployed in many places, including your home. But for example, the latest and greatest Bitcoin miners, they're big, they're power hungry, and they're loud. As a general rule of thumb, the more electricity you use, the more heat you're going to produce, which means you're going to have more fans that are going to spin faster, which create more noise. That's the gist of it. ASIC miners will continue to be the best option for mining for most coins moving forward, unfortunately. Let's talk about graphics cards and CPUs. I love GPU mining. I love CPU mining. My big dream in 2018 was to build out a producible, full production ready tri-miner. This thing had graphics cards on it. It had hard drives on it, and it had a good CPU in it. For hard drive mining, for graphics card mining, for CPU mining. But CPU mining these days is just not all that profitable, not a lot of money in it, and the money that is in it is largely sucked up by server farms and botnets and other things like that. Normally, it actually still is worth it if your computer's just sitting there to let it CPU mine. CPU mining is actually more profitable than GPU mining because Ethereum moved away from being mineable with graphics cards, and they just collapsed the whole graphics card mining ecosystem in one fell swoop because Ethereum was emitting more than $20 million per day. And all the other cryptocurrencies you could GPU mine, if I remember right, it wasn't even like 10%. Yeah, that just left this gaping hole of so much deployed GPU mining hardware and not enough money to support it. You spend more on electricity than you do in the coins you mine. And when you get to that scenario, I mean, if you run as a business, you can expense it, but like if all you do is expense and you don't make money, you just got to lose in business. And at that point, you might as well buy the coin. For the foreseeable future, GPU mining is just not the play, not worth it. CPU mining, pretty aggressive to build out some CPU mining rigs. Could be a little more interesting. To take a look at it though, from a non-mining profitability point of view, GPU mining is so much fun. Building a GPU mining rig is incredible. It's like a computer, but makes you money. Pretty freaking cool. Slap a good CPU on there and you got yourself a more profitable thing. Hard drive mining was very popular in 2017, 2018, and pretty much just crumbled and collapsed after that. However, Chia has brought hard drive mining back into the fray. Evergreen makes plug-and-play hard drive miners. You get a discount, use code BOSSCOIN, stuff like that, whatever. The fact is, my Evergreen miner is earning over $70 a month, and it costs like less than $5 a month to run. It's pretty freaking cool. It's pretty quiet. It actually was plug-and-play. They've got an app. It's been a very good experience. This isn't an ad. They didn't pay me. I'm just being straight up. It's a good experience. Already, they're starting to get a lot of orders because people are realizing that doing a DIY Chia mining rig is not quite as easy as setting up a Chia pet was. Chia looks like it has a good upside. The miners are profitable today. They could be super lucrative in retrospect, and their orders are already backed up like a month. So if it interests you, I wouldn't sit on the fence too long. I'd slap that order in. If not, no big deal. I'm not here to push hardware on you. I just want to break it down. Things are rapidly changing. Getting into helium mining a couple years ago, super interesting, cheap, lucrative, lots of coins. Getting into helium mining today, their ecosystem sucks. They've proven that they're just not the best actors. It's not profitable. You need 29 applications to manage all your different hotspots. It's not fun. The app used to be one app, and it was actually plug and play and pretty easy. Good onboarding experience. Now that's not the case. Helium mining was one of the best ways to mine cryptocurrency, but they pivoted hard to 5G, which means you need to invest thousands and thousands of additional dollars in 5G infrastructure because the original helium miners were basically mining with radio waves, Internet of Things. And yeah, I just wanted to touch on it. I'm not here to just rant and crap talk it. I mean, it is an option. If you get a helium miner for free, check it out. But yeah, I've got like 18 helium miners. Half of them have gone offline. Some companies have gone belly up, and it's just not a good experience. But there's a company that's much worse than Helium Inc., Nova Labs, Helium Foundation, and much worse than the whole HNT conglomerate. That's going to be MXC and the M2 Match Pro miner. Who knew that when I mounted this on a trash can, I was seeing into the future. They've moved the goalpost so many times. They added this fuel cell thing. You gotta stake your coins or you get diminished rewards. It's just classic Ponzi-nomics at play. Basically, we're all hoping that they were going to be something, maybe kind of like a helium competitor, and that's what they kind of branded and marketed as. And they've continually moved the goalposts. The miner gets worse and worse. They talk about mining Bitcoin, low power Bitcoin mining, and then their own MXC token. The MXC token did see some price appreciation, did get adopted by a few exchanges, but they've done a lot of shady things as a company. For example, they had an affiliate program, and this is not the only reason I dislike them. Some people will write this off, but I speak in full transparency, and I have a very unique lens into the crypto mining sector as a full-time cryptocurrency miner and crypto YouTuber here, right? They had an affiliate program, and instead of ever paying out any affiliates, they never paid them out. They cut me out. They just stopped communicating with me. It was very weird, very interesting. It's something we've seen before. They just want to keep the money to themselves instead of supporting the affiliates who made video content or written content or whatever else. The main issue I have, right, business affiliate relationship aside, is it's just poor business. It's shady, it's dirty, it's not a good company. It's just something that wouldn't happen with anyone who has an ounce of respect. And instead of fixing all the issues and gripes people have with their MXC M2 Match Pro miners, guess what? They're back here with another miner. That kind of comes into this whole realm of like these other miners. There's the Planet Sense one that's like some people liked and they didn't like and stuff like that. You start to get really into this obscure altcoin. A lot of these things normally revolve around like a Raspberry Pi or some kind of variant pretty much of it. And so be very cautious. It's a very risky sector in cryptocurrency mining. Pies aren't all that valuable. They have some value, yes, right? But like say for example, a hard drive or a graphics card has much more value, very easy to sell on eBay and other things like that. Same with the CPU. But if you want to talk about the last piece of hardware we're going to look at today, that's very niche. That's going to be an FPGA, a field programmable gate array. It's kind of like an in-between of a GPU and an ASIC miner, or like a souped up specialized graphics card. It's more cumbersome to deal with. It looks like a graphics card kind of normally if it uses a PCIe mount, and people expect it to be easier than it is. It's a very small ecosystem. It's very close sourced. It's kind of like buddy system being in the right Discord server, maybe in the right Discord server within a right Discord server. You know, it's like an onion. It's got like 29 layers. You need to get the right bit stream to mine the right coin, and there's big fees, and you gotta buy them. And it's just, I lost money in FPGA mining. A lot of other people lost money in FPGA mining. It was, I would say, most popular in recent years in like 2019. Yeah, you can definitely explore it. I wanted to touch on it, talk about it, and I don't mean to slight it just because it wasn't a good experience for me. I had plenty of FPGA miners I did make good money with, but those were more of like the ASIC style FPGA miner, like the hash altcoin black miners, which they had some good mining rigs and then they just kind of disappeared. Weird. Yeah, that pretty much rounds it up, you know, touching on this, that, and a little bit of the in-between. You know, as it stands, I'm expanding my hard drive mining capacity because it's a very low exposure to electricity, right? If you have a higher electricity cost, you can get into that game. My electric rate isn't all that great. That's why my end game is building out solar panels to power my crypto mining farm. But having something like this, I don't just get absolutely hammered by my electricity bill. On the other hand, I am building out an ASIC mining farm. I had plans to put GPUs in there, but GPUs have just continued to become a worse and worse and worse play when it comes to crypto mining. I'll have some other alternative, other category miners that we kind of talked about in the fray here. I may evaluate building a specialized CPU mining rig. I need a little more free time and be a little more bored to pursue that endeavor because it's just not all that profitable, and I need to see if some of these projects that were maybe a little promising have become a little bit more promising and just warrant the attention and really the investment. As always, you do whatever you want to do. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, all that stuff. You know, you have to decide, is this a full business play for you and you just want to make money, or do you love it and is it fun? For me, it's both. I love this stuff. I think proof of work is the coolest thing ever. It's the best way to secure a blockchain, to scale a blockchain, to distribute the coins fairly in a blockchain. Obviously, there's a lot of development that goes on. I think a hybrid blockchain that utilizes mining, nodes, staking, other tokenomics is very valuable. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'll leave it at that, a little bit more basic overview here in today's video. My name's Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, home of the CMO here at VoskCoin. That's our Chief Mining Officer, Tails Vosk, who just took her annual picture. She's as cute as ever, and you would look better if you were a subscriber to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. So I hope you subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.